what it's charged with doing, is it actually breaking any commitments that it's made to the community? I mean, is this a case where China is breaking commitment it's made?
A dominant concern is the possibility that we would consider TMD for Taiwan for the obvious reason. We have made clear in this and in other meetings that that is a decision that's not been made. We don't rule out the possibility that sometime in the future Taiwan may have TMD capabilities. We may assist Taiwan, but we haven't made that decision. The only decision we've made is when the technology becomes available, we will use it in defense of our own forces. I might add that this is a technology that is some years in the future, I think roughly 2007.
China's opposition to TMD that you mentioned that came up, they categorically oppose the...
Of advanced weapons, Chinese purchases of advanced weapons from Russia.
Prevention is our first approach. Second is deterrence. We believe that most countries and under most circumstances deterrence still applies. And certainly any country, however large or small its ballistic missile and weapons of mass destruction capability that contemplates an attack on the United States must be aware that it would suffer an overwhelming and devastating response.
In the Chinese diplomatic and defense community here that NMD, while the U.S. says it really isn't meant to shield against Chinese missiles, that a lot of people in China feel that it is.
We do not see and are not designing this system to be deployed against China, that we are satisfied with a stable deterrence relationship with China.
In discussing with Pakistan any of these concerns about Chinese arms sales or Chinese technology assistance.
Regarding the missile technology control regime and following some aspects of...
We have a common interest in preventing proliferation. Neither country sees it as being in their interest, and we're trying to approach it from that standpoint to make this a cooperative, constructive effort in which we share information and try to resolve problems. And both sides are committed to pursuing that. Controls routinely come up in this context. And it's something that we have, as you know, in the past, imposed sanctions on China's missile relationship with Pakistan. My view is that the objective of our policy and of, in fact, the sanctions legislation is not sanctions. The objective is solutions, and that's what we're interested in working on.